Let's talk about my weekend trip to SoCal. Hello people of what and YouTube fam, my name is Kevin Jackson and welcome to this latest episode of Kevin's Maker's Friendship and Love. So today guys, I'm going to be talking about basically this little weekend trip, literally Friday night through Monday morning trip that I just went on to California to visit my friends, to go visit my mom, and to attend the rave Beyond Wonderland. So let's start off Friday afternoon. So Friday afternoon, my flight's about noon, and usually I try to get a full 8-hour shift in because I really don't got that much PTO right now, and I can't be flexing time like I used to. But you know, I asked my manager if I could get like 2 hours off, you feel me? So I could like work a little like 6 to at least like 11:30, you know? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. So I was like, bet, dope. So went on to the airport and then flew from the Midwest to Cali, you know, landing in Ontario. It was about it was like a layover there, right? But it was like maybe like a 20-minute layover because just got out the plane and got right back on the same plane. And I wish I could have stayed on the plane, but it wasn't like a plane change or what. It was like a plane change, like the end of the flight number. So I was like, damn, that sucks. Anyway, I still got time to go to the lounge room in those 20 minutes, eat up real quick, and then go back on the plane. Landed in Ontario about like 4 p.m. So the rave started at 4, but technically it had its opening ceremony or the opening party at 3 p.m. And I was like, shoot, like I landed at 4, like I gotta get over there, you know, as soon as I can, you feel me? Because parking's gonna be bad, traffic's gonna be bad. But I started to go back to my parents' house and get my rave bag and stuff. So I was like, okay, how do I do this in the most economical way? And this weekend, I really wanted to help save money, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I got the financial woes a little bit. So I was like, okay, let me go see if I could take a bus over. I basically took like a bus from the airport to the train station nearby and then took the train to the Fontana Metrolink station and then took a bus home. So it was like a whole, and then I had to walk from the bus like 20 minutes to like my parents' house. It was a whole crazy thing. Ended up taking about 2 hours. So I got home at about like 5:30. But at least I got some food on the way, and I got a little bit of a little bit of water and stuff like that. So that was good. So I got to my parents' house, said hi to the mom, asked if I could borrow her car, and then skedaddled over to San Bernardino to go to the rave. So I got there about like 6:30, parked, you know what I'm saying, and walked to the venue. Yo, hello people, what YouTube fam? My name is Kevin Jackson, and welcome to Friday, March 27, 2026. I'm right here parked at a spot in San Bernardino, a little bit away from the venue, because today I'm going to Beyond Wonderland. Going to the EDM festival, the rave, whatever you call it. And yeah, just getting ready, getting my candy ready, getting my fit ready. It's going to be a good time. I hope to run into some people. I got the main leader of like one of the groups that like I'm a part of. We went to Electric Forest last year, Lost Lands last year. The main guy's here, so I'm going to try and link up with him. And then I'm going to be trying to link up with, what's it called again? My boy from high school and college. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's do it. I really, really, really like the most about the walk to the venue. Because, like, it's really nostalgic for me back to the times when I used to go with, like, my best friend. And, like, he introduced me to the rave scene and stuff. And, like, that walk is kind of treacherous. Because it's like it's kind of not the best walk, but once you get to like where the venue is at, then you got everybody that's going, like a whole mob, a whole bunch of people, all in their fits, all happy, all just like excited to go see their favorite artist, you know. And the artist that I playing this weekend was just like a bunch of good people that I've seen before, but you know, it's really about the experience for me now. You know, it's really about the vibe. And then also the music as well, you know, that fits with the vibe. And just like, because this is like my home area, like I'm running into people that I've seen from like childhood, like people from high school, people from like my former jobs, you know, people from college, stuff like that. And I always like running into those people. I know not everybody has that personal opinion, but I kind of like that. So just walking to the venue, and I just felt like the magic, you know, I just felt the vibes were great. But everybody that was at the musicians, the artists or DJs that were at the venue, was like Slander, you had Zed, you had freaking Troy Boy, Alice in Wonderland, who I haven't seen in like years because she had like her kid and stuff. And there's a bunch of other names I'm kind of forgetting, but like those were the people that I kind of really wanted to see. Alrighty, good people, I'm wristed up. About to go in right now, got my magnet too. Let's kill it. And I was gonna meet up with different groups. You know, I really just came by myself. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm really blessed to be a part of that, you know, exclusive membership where I get my, you know, my Insomniac Festival is discounted. So shout out to God for that one for sure. So I was like, okay, I gotta go. You know what I mean? I gotta go to every one that I can, you know, even if it's just for a day or something like that, you know? But this time I actually ended up going 2 days, and it was a marathon, not a sprint. Let me tell you, y'all. I met up with like my Midwest group on the first day. I met up with my homeboy who was working the events. And then the next day I met up with like some people from high school, ran into some people from college. Like it was a whole crazy thing. We met up like with this one cat that like we used to hang out with back in the day and go to house parties. It was crazy. It was crazy. But it was definitely a marathon because like I said, I got there like the first day at 6:30. I went to the after party, so I stayed there until like 6 a.m. You know, then went to sleep. Drove back to the crib, went to sleep, woke up a little bit like 3 hours later, and then got picked up by my friend. So I was seeing my good friend Marla and her husband Colton and Christian, her brother Christian at the time, and like it was really good. It was a really good experience. Hung out for a few hours catching up with them. And it's really sad because like when I go back to Cal, I gotta divide up my time between everybody. But I gotta be like, okay, who was the last person that I saw? Or like who was like the longest, who was the person that I saw that I haven't seen in a little bit? And then I start with them and I do the rotation and had to do it again. And it's only a weekend now, you know? So I had to really do it real quick, you feel me? But I had a great time with them. We caught up. It was great. Went back to the rave. Got dropped off at the rave by one of them, and that was great. Got there at about 5:30 because I really wanted to experience the sun, you know? Like I said, that walk down to the venue was great, but not at night. In the daytime, it's beautiful. It's definitely a great time, and I wanted to see how how the festival was looking during the day, because usually you get there late at night, you know, and I get to explore and do my thing before I met up with my friends. Meeting up with the people from high school that I haven't seen in like almost 10 years now. When I started off like this year talking about like 2026 is the new 2016, it really is. The music is back. You know, Love, Soul, or like a freaking Black Beatles, you know, and like all of that nostalgic thing is coming back to me. Maybe it's because of my algorithm, but I also feel like just the general public, I feel like it's coming back. So it was really good, you know, to see them and to hang out with them for a little bit, because I see them going to every single rave, every single festival, and like we never got to really link up, you know what I mean? And it was a great time. I was headbanging a lot, you know. I was always fanning them. It was a good time. I can't breathe. So I did that on that day. And then Sunday now, so I get back early, you feel me? Get back by like 3 a.m., you know what I'm saying? Always got to go to church. It's a Sunday, I'm going to my mom's church. So I go to my mom's church about 9 a.m. You know, me and my uncle, we go down there. And then my uncle, he's basically going back to his family over on the East Coast. So it was good to see him, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit and hang out with him, because, you know, he came straight from Jamaica, you feel me? So it was really good to have some quality time with him before he goes back to his other family over there. So That was really good. Went to church over there. Said bye to my mom. Said I'll see you next time. And then I hung out with my other homie Ricky and his girl Rosie. Shout out to them. You feel me? Shout out to them. You feel me? But we got some little breakfast, brunch, caught up too. And then after that, I went over with my girl. We went over and saw my other cousin and his girl too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting big things coming up. Big things coming up for them. But I was just hanging out with them, getting a little bit of a spiritual advice from them, a little bit of relationship advice from them, so on and so forth. So it was really good. It was a really good time. I enjoyed it just the whole weekend. Then I had my flight literally at like 9 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Southwest out of that same airport, and then flew all the way back and landed about like 8 a.m. and went straight into work. So this is really me right now, just getting straight off of work, doing this video. But like, it was a top tier time, let me tell you. Like, the amount of people that I run into was great at the festival. The friends that I was hanging out with this whole entire weekend, you hear my voice is kind of hoarse. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. Like 6 hours of sleep across the whole weekend, really. I mean, I guess if you count the flight, then that would be like 12 hours then, because I slept on the flight about 6 hours. But yeah, man, it was a really good time. I really enjoyed it. The one piece of advice I'll just say is just go ahead and do it, man. Like, go ahead and do it. Like, it doesn't matter about the money, you feel me? Like, do it bare bones, like I did. I took the bus and train everywhere, had my friends drop me off at different places. You could really just do that. Like, and like the festival too, like don't like actually pay for the festival, like maybe get it like resell or something. Was too expensive. We had a lot of people that was like sneaking in, you feel me? Like, I was there. I have probably the videos, people jumping walls and stuff like that. Just to get in, and I'm just like, this is just not the best experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, people actually pay money for this, and like, y'all, like, we gotta pay the artists. We gotta pay for the venue. We gotta pay for stuff like that. Like, it's not that expensive. If it was like $500, $400, I get it. But like $200 for a weekend, it's really not that bad when you think about everything that you get. So that's all I got to say, y'all. Full send, full send, and having fun with your family and friends, because you never know what the next day might bring. Take care.